Good afternoon. It is great to see friends and families here this afternoon in support of Lead Southeast 2026 graduating class. And a special welcome to those of you joining us by live stream. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce some special people on the stage with me this afternoon. First, I'd like to welcome MNPS board member Frida Player. Next, I'd like to welcome Dr. Ricky Gibbs, CEO of Lead Public Schools. I would like to also welcome our head of schools, Laveau Mulgrew. Additionally, I'd like to welcome members of our school leadership team, Dr. Brandon McGill, Mr. Roy Word, Ms. Dion Dixon, Mr. Jacob Robertson, and here today in spirit, Ms. Hannah McDonald, and Morgan Campbell, senior teacher, and Jenna Young, college counselor. And of course, I'd like to welcome so many friends and family here in attendance and watching via live stream for the class of 2026 Lead Southeast graduation. I cannot begin to tell you how proud I am of the way this class responded and lived out all of the LEAD values. They deserve this moment, and I think I can speak on behalf of everyone here when I say that I could not be happier for them than I am right now. Of course, they had some help along the way. To the teachers and staff of Lead Southeast High School, thank you for all you have done over the years to get our seniors to this point. Finally, to all the parents, family members, and special friends, thank you for the sacrifices that you've made along the way and throughout the years raising these incredible young men and women. None of us, staff and students, could have done this without your support. Before we begin, we'd like to take a moment to hear from LEAD staff and supporters congratulating our seniors. Now, if you'll direct your attention to the screens, let's take a moment to watch these congratulations video.
That's proud. Now go out, be great, and show them everything that Lead Public Schools prepared you for. Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm looking and expecting great things for you as you change the world.
I couldn't be more proud of a group of students, and I am lucky to be able to say that I'm your principal. So congratulations to the class of 2026.
I just want to say congrats to the class of 2026. It's been an honor to walk with those at Lead Southeast High, but also more broadly seeing the work happening at Academy and Southeast. Just so grateful to see you guys, your hard work, your dedication. I wish all the best for you moving forward in college and in careers and everything you will do, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in this next chapter of life. Go get them.
Congratulations to class of 2026. You've done a great job, hard work. Look forward to seeing what you all do in the future.
I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2026. You're going to do great things. This class is wonderful. Hang on to your dreams. You'll make them happen.
Congratulations, class of 2026. I can't wait to see all that you accomplish.
Seniors, this is your moment. Go forth and flourish. We're so proud of you.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce this year's salutatorian, Emmanuel Gabeya. Emmanuel will be reading our invocation. Emmanuel will attend Vanderbilt University and study mechanical engineering. He has earned a full ride scholarship through the Nashville Vanderbilt Scholars Program. Emmanuel was an engineering intern with Vanderbilt alumni. He ran cross country for 3 years and is an active leader of his church for the last 6 years. Let's give Emmanuel a warm welcome.
Please stand for the invocation. Let us pray. Almighty Creator, on this day of graduation from Lee Southeast High School, may your blessings be upon us. We are humble and grateful for our experiences and offer you our greatest thanks. We thank you for the wonderful gifts and talents that we celebrate here today. We thank you for the many opportunities provided during our high school years. We are especially thankful for the many people who have been with us throughout the years, including our families, teachers, and friends. Now we ask for your guidance as we continue on our journey to college and beyond. May hope spring from our hearts as we look toward tomorrow. Amen.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Now I'd like to introduce our valedictorian. Please join me in welcoming Sarahi Nabor Lopez. Sarahi will also attend Vanderbilt University and study biology. She too has earned a full ride scholarship through the Nashville Vanderbilt Scholars. Sarahi was a volunteer at Nations Ministry Center for 4 years. She organized the Lead Food Bank and was an active member of Best Buddies. She's an influential student in our Student Ambassador Program and as the secretary of our Senior Planning Committee this year. Welcome, Sarahi.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Saraina Bor Lopez, and I'm honored to stand here today as this year's valedictorian, representing the incredible class of 2026. I want to take a moment and recognize and thank those who have helped us reach this milestone. We couldn't have done it without the help of our teachers, mentors, families, and friends. So thank you again. Even before high school began, my head was full of doubts and worries. Who will I sit with at lunch? What if I get made fun of? Why does everything have to be so different? These questions that now seem silly followed me and evolved as soon as I moved to Lee Southeast. I was constantly worried about fitting in and following trends that I began to lose track of what was most important, which is being myself. But over time, I began to realize that the things I was so worried about don't define me, and they don't define any of us. Whether you plan to attend college, trade school, or enter the workforce, military, or anything in between, I encourage you to stay true to yourself. High school has shown us that not everyone takes the same path to succeed, because we are all sitting here together despite our different backgrounds and experiences. Although I haven't spoken to every graduate, I believe that we all offer unique perspectives that will take us further than simply following the crowd. So I leave you with this message. Be undeniably yourself, not who people expect you to be. Before I close, I want to dedicate a moment of my speech to my parents. Mamá y papá, me llena de orgullo ser la hija de padres mexicanos. Le doy gracias a Dios por darme unos padres trabajadores y que me apoyan en todo. Gracias por sus sacrificios para que yo pudiera tener la oportunidad de seguir adelante. Los quiero mucho. Everything I am comes from them. So even though we don't know exactly who we are yet, we can still choose to be ourselves. We may not have everything figured out, but we leave here committed into growing who we're meant to be. Thank you for your time, and congratulations to the class of 2026! Now, I'd like to introduce our first student speaker. Please join me in welcoming my best friend, Stephanie Hernandez. Stephanie will attend Lipscomb University and earned an academic scholarship to study nursing. She was a volunteer for Nations Ministry Center, a student ambassador, and vice president of the Senior Planning Committee. Finally, she was on the varsity tennis team and won second place district. Welcome, Stephanie.
Good evening and welcome, friends, families, teachers, and staff, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Stephanie Hernandez, and I am truly honored to be one of this year's student speakers. Today is the day we finally close this chapter of our lives that was filled with hard work, laughter, and tears, but mainly precious moments. Halfway into our senior year, we were asked to provide a quote for the yearbook. As I looked for quotes, one stuck out to me more than the others. We don't have the power to choose where we come from, but we do have the power to choose where we go from here. This quote has stuck to me ever since. Up to this point in our lives, we have been advised on what to do or how to act by teachers like Mr. Harris or Mr. Word. But now, as you transition into a world where you are no longer under the supervision of anyone but yourself, hold the values and lessons you have learned from your teachers and parents close to your hearts as you move forward from this day on. Don't let your tomorrow be affected by the decisions you made yesterday, because it doesn't matter if you got a bad grade in Mr. Varela's class or made a mistake along the way. Those moments don't define you. That was in the past. Look forward to your future. Now, all the power is in your hands to choose the path you will go down on. And that path will look different for everyone, so don't let others' opinions stop you from being who you want to be. It's time to show our parents that the sacrifices they made weren't made in vain, and that without their support and the support of others here today, none of this would be possible. Y para los padres que no entienden bien el inglés, sepan que en este día no nomás estamos celebrando la clase del 2026, sino también a los que han estado ahí cuando estábamos felices, tristes y aún enojados. Gracias por darnos un lugar donde sabemos que podemos ir si queremos consejos y amor. Sin la misericordia de Dios y su respaldo no estaríamos aquí hoy. Ahora nos toca a nosotros enseñarles que sus esfuerzos valieron la pena. Y para la mujer más fuerte que conozco, mi mamá, donde sea que estés, sabes que te quiero mucho. Y para mi papá también, que no pude estar aquí, me da orgullo poder decir que soy su hija. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm truly excited to see not what the future holds for us, but what we will do with our future. Thank you. Finally, I'd like to introduce our final student speaker, Calicia Covington. Please. Please join me in welcoming Calicia, who will attend Vanderbilt University, study chemistry. She earned a full ride scholarship through the Nashville's Vanderbilt Scholars Program. Calicia was a student ambassador and a National Honor Society for all 4 years and played both school and competitive travel volleyball. She earned the Ethics and Integrity Award from the TSSAA, the governing body of high school sports. She also received the NFHS Award for Excellence in Sportsmanship. Please welcome Calicia.
Good evening, family and friends, faculty, administrators, and most importantly, the class of 2026. I am so proud of us. My name is Calicia Covington, and I am honored to be giving this speech today. For some of you, this may be the first time you're hearing me speak this much as once. But for others, this is just a glimpse of how I am. Or in other words, I may talk the slightest bit too much. But today I'll try to keep it brief and make these words count. If you've ever been around little kids or have ever babysat, I'm sure you've heard enough whys to make your head spin. Like, why are you doing that? Or just a plain, persistent why. Whether it's out of pure curiosity or torment, they are obsessed with finding out the reason. Recently, in economics, we had to do an end-of-the-year speech, a project where we had to include how we have changed since freshman year. I'm sure we all felt nostalgic looking at old photos and memories of who we used to be, but as I scrolled through time, I realized that for the last 4 years, we had been answering our own whys. We weren't just changing our appearances and styles, but looking for ways to intentionally mold ourselves into who we wanted to be, making thousands of small choices to achieve our ideal selves every day. And most of that time, we were, and maybe still are, unsure of who exactly we wanted to be. But even in uncertainty, we were making purposeful choices, choosing to navigate each day with intention. I'd like to take a moment to thank those who had helped drive that sense of purpose for me. But first, I'd like to pay tribute to my faith and thank God for guiding my purpose when I couldn't envision my future path. Thank you to my coach, Coach Say, for helping me realize the power in being vocal and the importance it holds in the lives of many. Thank you to my teammates and my family for showing me the kind of warmth I'd like to share in life. And most importantly, thank you to my mom and best friend for making a multitude of sacrifices as a young single mother to ensure I understood that I had purpose, as we all do. In spite of fear, you are the reason I am standing up here today the way I am today. Before I get off stage, I would like to leave you with this. Big or small, everything means something. Act with intention, speak with care, and lead with purpose wherever life may take you. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
All right, Lobos. Are you ready? Let's get you graduated. Students, as your name is called, please come to this side of the stage to get your diploma. Give us all a wave, walk across the stage, give a wave to the folks watching on live stream, turn around and pause for a moment to get your official photo taken, and then return to your seats. Let's do it, Lobos.
Fartun Abdi.
Nafisa Abdi Dahir.
Zainab, right? Zainab Ahmed. Zainab Ahmed.
Leonardo Alfaro.
Alice Assad.
Alexis Barahona Castro.
Amisha Bassnett.
Roshna Bista. Tamalia Booker.
Jessica Botrus.
Gideon Birengiro.
I forgot they didn't cross out Andre, so when I counted initially, you should have started off.
Maria Cano Garcia.
Litzy Catalan.
Calicia Covington Brandon.
David De Leon.
Kelsey Dixon.
Lupita Dominguez Sanchez.
Brian Arazo Maldonado.
Jair Escalante Portillo.
Azul Esparza Hernandez. I think you'll start off. You'll start off on
Miriam?
Yeah, and then I'll do flow.
Miriam Gabra.
Flobatir Fakri.
Michael Garcia Pacheco.
Juan Garcia de Jesus.
Emmanuel Gebeya.
Basan, right? Basan? Gerges. Basan Gerges.
Rocky Godinez.
Natalie?
Yeah,
Natalie.
Natalie Gomez Rodriguez.
Jonathan Hanna.
Stephanie Hernandez.
Katia Hernandez Marin.
Jocelyn Hernandez Perez.
Arafat Hirsi.
Jameson Holbrooks.
Israel Jaramillo Lopez.
Esteban Jimenez Aguilar.
Genesis Jimenez Perez.
Abir Khalil.
Pao Kim.
Marlene, right?
Marlene.
What is it?
Marlene.
Marlene.
Marlene Lagunas.
Cielo Leos.
Camila or Camilla? Camilla.
Camila Lopez.
Charlene Lopez Pereira.
Brian Lozano.
Hans Mariano Morales.
Johnson, right?
Jocelyn Martinez Melchor.
Luis Martinez Horta.
Michael Matthews.
Vanessa Mexicano Carranza.
Ashley Miranda Diaz.
Eduardo Montalvo Ardid.
Juan Morales Morales.
Eileen Morales Nepomuceno.
Sing Muan.
Christina Muan Singh.
Cam Sion Muang.
Niang Muang.
Cam Sion Mung.
Diego Munoz.
Sarahi Neighbor Lopez.
Suri Nunez Cantarero.
Leslie Ochoa.
Miguel Pacheco Chinchilla.
Arlene Perez Alonso.
Mirabel Perez Alonso.
Sing P.
Vanessa Pineda Romero.
Fatima Quintero Roque.
Oh, it's okay. Woo! Abril Ramirez Morales.
Emmy Ramsey.
Jessica Rashid.
Giovanni Rios Carrera.
Luis Rivera.
Evelette Rodriguez Miranda.
Diego Rodan Ponce.
Miranda Ruiz Briones.
Mybel Saver.
Joyce Said.
Joseph Salah.
Yuritsi Sanchez.
Xavier Scruggs.
Maximiliano Silva Orozco.
Enio Susunaga Hernandez.
Akram Tafiq.
Erica Terrell.
Mohammed Thabit.
Leisha Torres.
Francisco Torres.
Cien Tuang.
Nando Tunwa.
Tyree Van Leer.
Myro Vasquez Sosa.
Cesar Villalobos Arana.
Crystal Villegas Delgado.
Don Vung.
Kayan Woods.
Susana Yahaya.
Mina Youssef.
Justina Youssef.
At this time, it is my pleasure to ask Frida Player, MNPS board member, to join me at the podium to certify our diplomas. Ms. Player, the records of these students have been duly examined and found to be in accordance with the laws of the state of Tennessee and the policies of Metropolitan Nashville Public School System. I am proud to recommend to you the Lead Southeast class of 2026 for graduation and for all of the rights and privileges these diplomas confer.
On behalf of the Metropolitan Nashville Board of Education, it is my honor to certify this graduation process and in the awarding of the high school diplomas of Lead Southeast Class of 2026. I further attest the students receiving diplomas today have met or exceeded all graduation requirements mandated by Metro Nashville Public Schools and the State of Tennessee Department of Education. The Board of Education congratulates the students and their family members. It is an honor to have you in our schools, and we wish you the very best in your future endeavors.
There are two things left to do today, and one of them is to thank our Lead Southeast families and distinguished guests for joining us this evening. I also want to thank you for believing in Lead as much as you do your own children. Your faith in our teachers and staff does not go unnoticed. Thank you, graduates. We are very proud of the work you've done and the work you will do. Families, as we come to a close of our commencement ceremony, we ask that after the class of 2026 exits the arena, that you meet your graduate outside of the Curb Event Center atrium where you entered. Lobos, it is time for the last part of today's ceremony. Class of 2026, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the class of 2026. Graduates, you may flip your tassels. Congratulations!
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bags, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, but all that mean nothing when I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom, yeah, yeah. If you winning, put your lighters to the sky. How could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with it, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.